Hello friends, welcome back to the video series on Oracle PL SQL programming. In the previous videos, we have already discussed on the character and numeric functions. So today we are proceeding with the date functions. The common date functions are sysdate, to_date, current timestamp, months_between, add_months, etc. Date functions are basically used in Oracle SQL to work with date and time. Although there are many functions connected with date data type to work in Oracle SQL, here the most common functions have been described. And moreover, we can use round and trunc functions with date functions for more functionality. So, it would be better to discuss all these functions in the practical way to better demonstrate and understandable. Let us start the SQL class and we can check it practically. The user is system and the password throughout the series, as you know, is password. So, we are now connected to the Oracle database. The most common, as you know, Oracle date function is the sysdate, SYSDAT, which returns the current date. Let's check what is the query. Select sysdate from dual. So it is 12th May 2022. Now, if we want to do some arithmetic operation on sysdate, such as we are typing select sysdate plus 10 from dual, that returns the 10 days after the current date, same as if we want to return the 10 days prior of the current date. So it would be select sysdate minus 10 from dual. The output sysdate plus 10, the current date is 12. So after 10 days, it would be 22, and the prior 10 of the current date, that means 10 days before, the date was 2nd May. Let's clear the screen for better view once again. And now to add some hours to the sysdate function, and for that we can type select sysdate plus 10 by 24 from dual. That 10 represent how much hour we want to add, and this hour would always be divided by 24. So press enter and we can find that is 12 May 22, because after 10 hour it is also the 12th May. Now another interesting function, to_date. Although it is under conversion function, what it does, we can practically find number of days between two dates, such as select to_date, and that is in between 19 Feb 22 minus once again to_date, that is 19th February 76. And from dual, semicolon, press enter. So here it returns the total number of days between the two dates. Here the two dates are 19th February 22 and the 19th February 1976. So the output is 16,802 number of days or 16,802 days. Now we should discuss about the functions or methods associated with the date data types. The first one we should discuss about the months between two dates. So we can type, that is, select months underscore between, and within parenthesis the first date 31 dash March dash 15, comma, the second argument within single quote the second date 31st Jan date dash 15 from dual semicolon, press enter. Here we can check the total number of months between the two dates are 2, and the dates must be enclosed by the single quote and separated by comma within the parenthesis. Now, as it is showing the absolute difference of months, but if some days are also involved in the difference, it can show some decimal values. As suppose we are changing the dates here, that means the second date here we are changing from 31st Jan 15 to 13th Jan 15. Press enter, and here we can see the value is 2.58064,516. Practically, it shows some decimal values as 2 months and 18 days. And we can find the decimal as select trunk, and here 18 by 31, comma 5 for the digits after decimal point from dual, and that is 0.58064 would be our output. Once again, clear the screen for the next demonstration for better view. Now to get the whole number, you can check it with the round function. So here we can use the same function months between, but here we are using the round function ROUND from dual. So that is 3. Practically we are getting the absolute value of months because it is 2 months and 18 days. Next function we would discuss on it, that is next underscore day. So that is select next underscore day. Within parenthesis we are writing 31st Jan 15, comma, suppose Monday, from dual. Practically, it gives us the date of next Monday after the 31st Jan of 2015, and it is falling on 2nd February of 2015. To check the date after few months, we should use the add underscore months, that practical function or method. So type select add underscore months, months, then 31st Jan 15, comma 20. That means after 20 months. from dual. So that is output 30th September 2016. That means it shows the date after 20 months of 31st January of 2015. Now, as previously we have found, we can use the round and trunc functions with the date function, such as select round with sysdate, comma, month from dual. That is 1st May 22. Sysdate returns as the current date, and if it in the second half of the month, the start date of next month would be the output. If the current date falls into the first half of the month, it shows the first date of the current month. As we know, if we check select sysdate from dual, that is 12 May 22. So here in the first half of the month, so that's why the output for the round is the 1st May of 22. But if we use the trunc instead of the round, it always shows the first date of the current month. So here we are changing the function or the method from round to trunc. Obviously, the output would be the 1st May 22. It never checks for the first half or the second half of the month in which current date belongs. Next, clear the screen for once again better view. Now, as we have used the month, we can also use it for the year, such as type select round. In between, we are typing sysdate, comma, in single quote, that is year, end of single quote, from dual. And here also it checks for the current date in which half of the year the date belongs, first half or second half. If in the first half the date belongs, that means the current date belongs, then the first date of the current year is the output. That is 1st January of the current year is the output. Otherwise, if it is in the second half of the current year, then 1st January of the next year is the output. As it is in the 12th May, so it is in the first half of the year. So that's why the output is in the 1st January of 22. Let's check it with to_date function. What happens? So we are typing select round in parenthesis to_date with date 19 September 18. That means in the second half, comma, then year within single quote, from dual. So that is the 1st January of 2019, because September falls in the second half of the year. But if we use the truncation function, it always shows the 1st January of the current year. So in place of round, here we are typing trunc. And let's check what should be the output. So the output is 1st January of 2018. Also the year is 2018. So practically, these are the some common functions and methods connected with the date or the date data type. In the next video, we will discuss on the conversion function.